The morning was bright, but the air was chilly, making Winston's monkey dong grow rather smaller than the usual. A sigh of defeat left the ape man's humongous lips as he couldn't figure out a reason as to why his large, dark, and musky dong wouldn't grow to its normal 18 inches. He was embarrassed to say, nonetheless. I mean, a monkey's dong was a monkey's pride. Which gorilla ape wouldn't be embarrassed if their dong was small and shriveled like a raisin? Anyone with a dong below the 8-inch mark was deemed as a little boy to a monkey. But today, that mentality would change. After gathering his clothes and equipping them like the usual, Winston went to finish off his morning routine by flossing them. But when he grabbed the white floss, he became engrossed in the strange brown murky color that they had changed into. Did somebody use my floss? Questioned Winston. As he inspected the floss a little closer, he grew to be even more confused and bewildered when he saw not a speck of crud. Bringing the brown floss close to his nose to investigate further, he corked a brow when the scent of peanut butter and cheese infiltrated his nose. The smell was intoxicating, putting the big monkey ape gorilla into a state of euphoria. Maybe somebody surprised me with a new set of floss. After carefully inspecting the brown piece of thread, he finally brought it in between his teeth and was met with an electric-like surge of energy. A bulge started to grow in the groin area, and a warm blush warmed up the gorilla ape man's cheeks. Bringing his hands down to try to push his bulge away, he soon realized that his attempts would be futile, because for the first time in forever, all 18 inches were pushing up against his pants, almost ripping the fabric in the process. I need to find out who's done this, and now! The monkey man ape gorilla was frantically running around the Overwatch headquarters. The whereabouts of who made him the floss was unknown, and that very fact set the mail off. Hey Genji, did you perhaps give me some floss this morning? Grabbing the male by his muscly shoulder, he couldn't help but the bulge in his pants grow more firm by the second. The cyborg ninja, being a ninja and all, sensed the sudden change in atmosphere around the groin area and fought off the urge to rip the monkey's pants off and suck his dick right here and there. No, I have certainly not, mister. I mean, Winston, quickly walking away as to avoid the awkward confrontation. Winston tilted his head at the cyborg ninja's sudden abruptness, but shrugged it off and swiftly went back to searching for his mystery gift. After a whole day of searching around the Overwatch headquarters and stuffing peanut butter on his long monkey dong as to avoid any embarrassing questions, Winston's depression aura was unnoticeable to all around.
Hey Winston, what's got the hunky monkey all down the dumps this fine night?
Slowly turning around, Winston's emotions that he's been holding in the entire day suddenly released itself in a primal rage-like manner. Bringing his hand up, he forcefully slapped the gay female across the face, making her fly back and slide against the floor in a rather harsh manner.
Winston?
Tracer sat, rubbing her face as the gorilla rapidly approached her form. Grabbing her by the neck, Tracer's gasps for air grew more frantic as her royal surge faded in and out.
Harder, Daddy Winston.
Winston was ready to oblige, being a bottom and all. Before he was about to snap the female's neck, a hand was felt on his shoulder, stopping him from continuing on. Winston, honey, please. It was I who made the floss for you. Dropping the gay female on the floor, she quickly scurried off and ran away to places unknown to the pair. When Winston turned around, he was met eye to eye with the great orbs that is Sigma. Sigma! Releasing his grip from the monkey ape man gorilla, he walked off into Winston's room and inhaled the Old Spice scent that wafted all throughout his living quarters. Ah, Old Spice, my favorite. Walking over to his bed, he crossed his legs as he watched Winston follow on suit and awkwardly stand at the door. Why don't you come inside, Winston? I believe it's time we finally had a chat. Just me and you, baby. A blush warmed the monkey man's cheeks as he closed the door with a locking noise. I must know, why did you give me a floss? And what is it made of for scientific research, of course? Sigma smirked and slowly brought his leg onto the bed. I saw you were out of floss, so... Grabbing his foot, he forcefully ripped the sock off and started caressing the hairs that clothed his normally bare feet. I gave you some of my natural floss. Walking up to Sigma, Winston bent down on all fours and started sniffing his stinky foot. Well, that certainly explains the cheese taste, but how'd you get peanut butter to mix in as well? Bringing his foot up, he pointed with his sweaty toe towards the dresser, where a jar of peanut butter lay resting. Oh, impossible! Running towards the jar, Winston fiercely opened the plastic bin and was surprised to see a huge hole in the middle of the peanut butter. It sure is, my curious George. Rubbing his foot, Sigma winked at Winston. How about you roar, Daddy Sigma, and suck my toes for a bit? Being the bottom that he is, Winston swiftly ran up to Sigma and started sucking on his toes, heckling. Ah! Sakar, you monkey bitch! Winston's boner grew tenfold. I'm gonna... Suddenly the door slammed open. There stood a shocked Genji. Winston, what's... Removing his lips from Sigma's toe, Winston went to stop Genji before the cyborg ninja slammed the door. Wait, Genji! It's not... I'd just like to take a second to say thanks to everyone who helped in making this video, as well as my friend Lauren, for making this story in the first place over a joke we made that, in all honesty, kind of went too far. But I'm okay with it. This is beautiful. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. One final message. Happy birthday, Isaiah.